Saludos, amigos. Soy George de Irlanda. Me llamo Jorge. Soy irlandés. And I'll say the rest in English now. So here I am in Barcelona, Catalonia, Spain. For the moment it's in Spain, on the Catalan National Day. It recalls the day in the 15th century when they were annexed by Castile, a neighboring Spanish kingdom. Of course, the Spanish language, as we call it, is really Castilian, Castellano. So whether you're a Catalan nationalist or not, you can just celebrate Catalonia. You might be a Catalan who wants to be part of the Kingdom of Spain. You might wish to break away. I'm seeing a lot of graffiti about a republic, República o Mort, republic or death. So almost 2 years ago, Catalunya proclaimed her independence. They'd held 2 referenda and 1 election, and the separatists had won, and that was that. They proclaimed to the world that they wished to sever ties to the Kingdom of Spain and yet remain a member of the European Union. Now, the Spanish government set its face against this. The Supreme Court ruled it to be unlawful. The police attempted to intervene. Confusing, there's some police who are Catalonian police, others are Spanish police, as in you're answerable to the regional government in Barcelona or to the central government in Madrid. And so some of the police were intervening, others not. There were kerfuffles about it. There's an awful lot of hot air, and occasionally the police might have been a little bit heavy-handed. Nobody was killed, that's that. To date, nobody has been killed. I don't want that. Fortunately, I don't think anyone's talking about use of force. But you can see this demonstration, this march about to kick off. See all the Catalan flags. It has 4 red horizontal stripes, 5 yellow horizontal stripes. If you put in the corner the 5-pointed white star and that blue triangle, that means you're a separatist. The ordinary Catalan flag doesn't have that blue triangle with the white star. You might just be a Catalan who's willing to be part of Spain or not. So there's the Catalan language. We're not far from the border with France. So yes, the Catalan language is similar to French and similar to Spanish. I can't speak it. If you can speak either of those languages, you could read it very easily. I'm told its grammatical system is sui generis. Obviously, it's a Romance language. They're beginning to clap. It's also the most prosperous part of Spain. It was a hotbed of radicalism, of anarchism, of communism, from even before the First World War, when they're fighting the Rif wars in Morocco, and many Catalans felt they shouldn't be involved there. They were invading Morocco. The Moroccans had no wish to be part of Spain. And why should we have our sons conscripted to go and get killed in Morocco? Why should we be paying extra high taxes to fight this unwinnable war in a place we shouldn't even occupy? But anyway, then came the Spanish Civil War, 1936, and this was really a stronghold of radical support, anarchism, communism, socialism, liberalism, as well as Catalan separatism. And that was why so George Orwell was here in 1936, 1937. But eventually, as we know, the Republicans in Spain lost the Civil War, and Catalonia didn't get independence, and the Catalan national identity was very much suppressed, discouraged. They weren't allowed to display their flag. About the only expression of their identity was Barcelona football team, Barca, más que un club, more than a club, at Campo Nou, as a new field, stadium. And some of them would smuggle Catalan flags into the stadium, display them. Curiously, at the same colors as La Sangre y Oro, the blood and gold, as in the Spanish national flag. Anyway, we know Franco died the 20th of November 1975, the same day as his confrère, what was his name? Miguel Primo de Rivera. Although, obviously, the same day of the year, 20th of November, although Primo de Rivera had been executed in 1936. Some people said they kept Il Caudillo, Franco, alive, just so he would die on that same historic date, 20th of November, because he'd been dying for about 6 weeks. I know a British journalist who came to Spain in 1975 to cover the death of Franco, and Franco managed to live for another 6 weeks. Anyway, so then after 1975, Spain began to liberalise. The Catalan national identity could be expressed again. The Spanish government thought that they could meet the Catalans halfway by recognising their collective individuality that would satisfy Catalans, and to some extent it worked, other extent not. But here we are. So they want to break away, but still be part of the European Union. The leader of the Catalan separatist movement is indeed married to a Romanian, but the EU has set its face against this. Catalonia might not break up. They're worried this would precipitate the breakup of several EU member states. In the United Kingdom, Scotland might go, the UK might fracture. You could see the same in Germany and France. There's some sub-national identities in different parts of Europe. What is a nation is an endless debate. So here we are, look up and down. You'll see something about the size of the demonstration. people of all ages. There's a lot of immigrants here, people who are Romanian, people who are Senegalese, Nigerian, Pakistani, Chinese, from other Hispanophone countries like Honduras and Bolivia here. Some of the ethnic minorities, the immigrants, they're also on board with this movement. You might see the occasional cross to St Andrew, the Scots saltire, and so some Scots separatists also agree with this. So let the United Kingdom be broken asunder as well. So you see Libertat written on the Falls Road in Belfast, as in some Irish Republicans agreed with this cause. So isn't that interference in the affairs of another EU member state? And obviously it's disgustingly hypocritical on the part of Sinn Féin, because they say that don't interfere, England, but we're going to interfere in Spain. There we are. All right, so that's all for the moment. The parade's about to kick off. It's very much a family atmosphere, carnival atmosphere, no ill feeling, no menace or hostility. I can't say I actually agree with the cause. It's not terrible. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Countless countries have become independent through the course of history, and they could still have cordial relations with Spain. Stay in the EU, it might not change that much. I don't see why it shouldn't be allowed. It's indubitable the majority of people in Catalonia want it, even if it's not a huge majority. So why not just do it in a tranquil, peaceful and consensual manner? That's all. Goodbye.